statue Resistance Chicks March 1st, 2017. We want to take you to the fact that they are trying to take Marine Le Pen's immunity away from her. I think that just went Spanish, sorry, working on the French.
The Parliamentary Committee has voted to lift the immunity of French presidential candidate Marine Le Pen. Officials said the decision is over the graphic photos of the Islamic State victims posted by the politician on Twitter.
But these posts that she had done on Twitter were a while ago. They were hanging on to this stuff. They didn't have to put it right now.
Let's do the RT and see what they have to say.
Meanwhile, the leader of the French National Front Party, Marine Le Pen, could soon lose her EU parliamentary immunity over images she tweeted of violence carried out by Islamic...
Sorry.
...in favour of removing it on Tuesday. A second round of voting will take place to confirm the decision. Well, I discussed the move with Chief Executive...
I'm going to just start.
Meanwhile, the leader of the French National Front Party, Marine Le Pen, could soon lose her EU parliamentary immunity over images she tweeted of violence carried out by Islamic State. European lawmakers voted overwhelmingly in favour of removing it on Tuesday. A second round of voting will take place to confirm the decision. Well, I discussed the move with Chief Executive of the Ramadan Foundation, Mohammed Shafiq, and political commentator Graham Moore.
Marine Le Pen had no regard for the life and the sacrifice of James Foley, the American who was brutally killed by ISIS. She had no regard for his family, and she tweeted the beheading, the actual video of his beheading, and she expects that people will just sit and tolerate that. And I think it's unacceptable for a parliamentarian who aspires to be the president of France.
You know, one of the issues here that if that is the law of the parliament, that's the laws that have been put down, shouldn't it be upheld?
Well, I think there's another comparison to make with the Le Pen situation, which is, I mean, recently they've now said they're going to ban speeches that criticise the European Union within the Parliament, and they're going to erase those speeches. You can see that they are propagandising the whole situation. My view of the tweets was that they were not inciting racial hatred. They were truthful. And if they're honest and they're truthful, I don't see the issue. And what are these people trying to do? They was in 2015. It's fairly obvious that this is the European Union trying to stop Le Pen becoming president because they know they're going to disintegrate.
The tweets were posted back in 2015. We've got the French presidential elections in under 2 months. The timing is suspicious here. Is this a game of politics at play?
Yeah, I think you're right there. I think there are games being played by certain individuals in France. What do we know? We know that she's going to come first in the presidential first round, and we know that Macron, for example, the centrist, or possibly Francis Fillon will join her in the second round, and then in the second round she's going to get defeated. So I don't think you can make these sort of cases will make much difference to the percentages that she will get.
When it is politically expedient for them, that all of a sudden it's an issue. You know, that's the side of this that people have and to be fair, the public are not stupid, and they're actually doing themselves more harm.
The EU is debating over something that she tweeted from 18 months ago. Like that's a lot to put on a social media account, is it not?
Well, actually, Ewan, it's not just a tweet. If it was just a tweet, I think we could all live with that. It was the actual video, the video of the beheading of James Foley, a victim of ISIS. And if Marine Le Pen and her Front National say that they want to fight terrorism and they want to take on ISIS, then what the hell is she doing? Promoting videos of a beheading of a Western citizen.
But she's not promoting it, is she? She's pointing out the barbarity of it.
Yeah.
Well, you can point out the barbarity, as I am doing today, without referring to a video
you
and
didn't
tweeting
actually
it to
point
your
it out.
followers so that everybody else sees the actual murder of James Foley, who was a great man, and you know, his family has gone to so much suffering over these past few years, and then having to relive it again in 2015 when
I would
Marine Le
love
Pen
to
did this.
hear from that
let's have a
family and
debate
see
about
what they
these
think
issues.
about
Let's
it.
talk about them, and let's be honest on these issues. But you know, let's not demonize a whole community.
So
like,
who's
"Oh, she
using
does when
this
it
as
comes
a
to Muslim."
political prop?
Right, and to be perfectly
And
honest,
if you're going to put it out there for the whole world to see, she put it out there to get it out there to say this is what happened.
I want to prerequisite this with the fact that I don't ever want Leah's head to be chopped off. Let's just say that. But if Leah's head were to be chopped off by ISIS, I'm sorry, I just have to go there. I would want every daggum person in the entire world to see that beheading and know what we are up against. Okay?
Yeah.
Real deal. This is what was done to my family member, and this is who's responsible, and if we do not take them out, they are going to take over the world. Okay, so I would be very curious to hear what the family's opinion was about this, about her posting this, and I'm hoping somebody can grab a hold of them and put them on the news. If you guys have that, send it to us.
So I don't know if this video is going to get out tomorrow or not. Actually, the European Parliament is actually going to vote on it on Thursday. But the parliamentary committee overwhelmingly voted to lift Le Pen's immunity. And what's interesting about it is it wouldn't really affect her until the second round of voting.
Right.
And so it's obviously a political move.
Oh, absolutely. And the fact that they've been hanging on to this for so long, over a year and a half or whatever, and they're just now putting it out 2 months.
Of parliament of her
immunity has been lifted before. This is the second.
Well, actually, it's her father, a former National Front leader, Jean-Marie Le Pen, has been stripped of his parliamentary immunity 4 times.
I think hers
for
was
making
only threatened at some
inflammatory remarks, including the Holocaust, a mere detail of history. Interesting. Well.
All right, you guys. So you can make of that whatever you would like to, but I hate grotesque images. I can barely watch them. Okay, I would just have avoided watching it altogether. But desperate times call for desperate measures, and when people continue to take their heads and put them in the sand because they do not want to hear it and they do not want to see it and they do not want to realize what is really happening, sometimes you have to throw the truth right in their faces before they will see it.
Right.
Okay?
Exactly.
It's just, and that's what she did, and I don't blame her for doing it. Normally I would kind of agree, but these are not, you know, we're in a time of war.
Right.
And people are refusing to acknowledge that this is happening. People here in America, and I want to take this opportunity, because this video is short so far, to let you guys know, Leah loves it when I do this, to let you guys know that here in America, it is not common knowledge what is happening over in Europe, okay? Muslims and ISIS, they're all these like ambiguous things. People have literally, and I'm telling you this because I just spoke to somebody today who has no clue. The everyday American, I am telling you, does not know
Our
this
newspapers
stuff.
are fluff.
Okay, well, even if the newspapers weren't fluff, I would say that over half of America doesn't ever even pick up a newspaper or even watch the news. They're busy, as they should be, living their lives.
Well, everybody, the pandas have been all over Facebook.
Right. I'm just saying, there's a lot of people that have no idea what's going on, and so you have to share this stuff.
Right.
You have to put it out there. You have to make it talked about, because there's just too many people with their heads in the sand, willingly or unwillingly. Okay? So this is Leah Michelle signing off for Resistance Chicks, where it's not a conspiracy theory if it's the truth. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Mass Faith 3 and Resistance Chicks. Ring the bell for notifications so you get an email every time we put out a new video. And find us on Facebook. We'll see you back in a minute. God bless.
I was cold all alone, no place for home every day, so afraid, but you called my name.